What's up, everyone? What's going on? This is Jonathan Mathis. Welcome to another episode of Speaking with Judgment, hosted by the one and only, the sports judge. And tonight, I am privileged to be joined by my good friend. As you guys can hear it in my voice, I am so fired up. I'm pumped up right now because I'm doing a show with the Snowman. The Snowman is in the house tonight. What's going on, Snowman? What's up? It's
I
been
am honored. It has been way too long. I am honored to be on with you. I'm honored to help you with your show tonight. We haven't talked sports together in a while. Let's dive in. Let's get right to it.
Hey, let's get right to it. Let's not waste any time here. Snowman, before we proceed with the show, I just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday today.
Thank
It's
you.
quite fitting to have you on the show today so we can celebrate your birthday before we get started.
I
Uh,
appreciate it. I
uh,
appreciate it.
and I mean, hey, it's a blessing. It's another year. Every year is a gift. So
Mhm.
hey, you still here? You still rocking? You still doing the show? I
I'm
got some topics to get into tonight, man. We got
excited.
we got we got a good show tonight. I know it's dead right now in sports. It's not much going on, but there's still topics out there to get into. And one of those topics is Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins signing with the Titans. We'll talk about that. Why did he really land with the Tennessee Titans? And then we'll get into, I know you're going to have a field day with this one. We'll get into James Harden. We'll talk about James Harden and say and I want to ask you, what is the best fit for him? We'll talk about that. And here's a good one. This is one that might set you off, Snowman.
Yes.
This is one that will set you off.
Oh
Should
no.
the Lakers extend AD? We'll talk about that as well. And we got a confident young quarterback who says that he believes he's already a top five running quarterback in the NFL. That would be the Bears quarterback, Justin Fields. We'll talk about that as well. And then for the last topic, the final topic of the night, we'll talk a little baseball. We'll dive into Shohei Ohtani and will he get traded? So,
Hmm.
my friend, let's start the show off with NFL football.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about DeAndre Hopkins because I mean, there's been a lot of people calling him out for, uh, joining the Tennessee Titans.
Hmm.
There was a meme on the internet. I don't know if you saw it. I posted it on my page.
I saw it.
The Titans where star receivers go to die, and I just had to share it. I couldn't resist. I shared it. And I think this deal, to me, before I let you have the floor, Snowman, I think this deal was all about the money. Um, I don't see him really going anywhere with the Tennessee Titans. I think the reason why he's getting a great deal of criticism is because he said it himself that he wanted to be part of a contending team. He goes to a team that has a chance to contend, but that's not going to most likely go very far in the playoffs. I don't see Tennessee going maybe past the first round, if that, and who's going to throw him the football? Like, who the hell is going to pass him the football? Is my question. I think that's the bigger question here to ask, And after months of endless speculation, the All-Pro wide receiver is officially a Tennessee Titan. I mean, I didn't even see this coming. I was very, very shocked to learn that he was becoming a Tennessee Titan. It just seems weird to me. I would have at least chose to play for the Patriots over the Titans. I mean, New England offered a similar amount of money. Um, you know, I would have thought twice about signing with the Titans. Um, and when it came down to decision time, Hopkins chose, the the team that's not really going to go very far. I just don't understand it. Well, what's your take on it?
Well, first of all, let me take a sip of my birthday drink that my wife made for me.
You go right ahead, my friend.
She decided to take some frozen fruit, put it in the blender, and add a little coconut rum to it. And she presented it to me with dinner and said, "Happy birthday to my dragon." That's her little nickname for me. Thank you, Jody. Now to DeAndre Hopkins. First of all, what the hell was he thinking? You wanted to go to a contend. First of all, you ruined the Arizona Cardinals locker room, blew it to shreds. Okay, there was only one good moment with Arizona, and that came in the COVID season. And of course, I'm talking about the walk-off against the Buffalo Bills. Nothing after that. Nothing. What has DeAndre Hopkins done for the Arizona Cardinals? Nothing. And now you go south to Tennessee. Why? What the hell is wrong with you? And to echo a question that the sports judge said so eloquently, I believe it goes to the tune of who the hell is going to throw the ball to him?
Thank you. Who the hell's going to throw the ball to you? It doesn't make sense at all.
None.
I mean, it makes sense if you're basing it off how much money you can make.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it makes sense to him because he saw dollars and cents and not a chance to win.
He saw dollars and cents and saw dollars and cents and made a move that didn't make any sense.
Right. Exactly. I think he still has the ability to earn more by hitting benchmarks for receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. But again, who the hell's going to throw him the football?
Exactly. Are you really gonna hit those benchmarks in Tennessee? And you're stuck there for multiple years.
And the thing is, he might be going through a number of quarterbacks. Think about it. They might be experimenting with their quarterbacks now. They don't have trust in Ryan Tannehill.
No,
they got other names over there now. They got Will Levis. Excuse me. Here I go. I'm already mispronouncing names, but I think he's going to be a bust. A lot of people are saying he's going to be a bust. So that's really not a good situation right there.
They're looking for a quarterback, and they got 3 busts over there. Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, and Will Levis. Okay.
Look, excuse my French. It's going to be a shit show.
That's an understatement.
It's going to be a shit show. And I mean, we're talking about
it became a bigger shit show when they lost 7 in a row to close the season. They were 7-3. They were sitting on top of the AFC South division with no one able to touch them. And then all of a sudden, Trevor Lawrence came out of nowhere. The Jaguars came out of nowhere. Tennessee had a chance to walk into the playoffs on a Saturday night, the last weekend of the season. All they had to do was beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville, and they choked that away.
Right.
So now, and it's like, now what? You'd like to think that Tennessee has a blank canvas. Yeah, which should tell you everything you need to know right there. They're operating on a blank canvas.
And look, I think this is why he didn't choose New England. He would have still been the number 1 option in New England, but the competition for looks is slightly more crowded in New England with Juju Smith, Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne. You got names over there, not including tight ends, Hunter Henry, and you even got some running backs on board. So to choose the Tennessee Titans, it makes it easier for Hopkins to cash in on the incentives in Tennessee.
Yeah, here's my thought. And it's pretty simple about what DeAndre Hopkins did.
No! Thanks for the sound effects. I love it. That's basically what he did. I mean, that's the best way to describe the whole situation. Yep. And people, man, they're taking shots at him left and right. They're calling him out for this move. You're
surprised why?
I'm not surprised at all. Because this is a guy who said the total opposite. He said he wanted to be on a contending team. Damn it, go to a team that is most likely a non-contender because you saw dollars and cents. You wanted to secure your bag and not try to win a championship, which is the case for most players nowadays.
You wonder why A.J. Brown last year told Tennessee,
"Get me out of here!"
Exactly. And I would want out of that situation as well. There's no way I want to play for that organization when I know I have no chance to win anything there. But
we could put a close to this topic by this sound right here. This is the situation that is happening right now in Tennessee. Like I said, A.J. Brown told him,
"Get me out of here!"
And that's that.
And that's that.
And that's that.
That's that. Now, my friend, we're going to talk a little bit about the Bears because their quarterback, Justin.
Hell no.
You said hell to the no.
Hell
no.
Oh, hell no. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, we're going to make time. Okay? We're going to invest in this discussion about Justin Fields because Justin Fields has a lot of confidence in himself to say what he basically said. I know you heard what he said. He believes he's already a top 5 running quarterback in NFL history. Now, we only got a glimpse of what the future looks like.
That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
We only got a glimpse of what the future looked like. We got a small sample size of Justin Fields. Justin Fields got a long way to go.
Yeah.
He has a lot of work that he got to put in before we can say that he is a top 5 running quarterback in this league. Look, I understand that Justin Fields has emerged as one of the NFL's most electric players last season with his elite running ability, making things difficult, right? Making things difficult on opposing defenses. I get it. Last season, we saw Fields rush for 1,043 yards, which ranked second all time among quarterbacks behind only who else? Lamar Jackson. So Fields, yes, he did look impressive last season. He ran the ball consistently well, but I think it's too early to put yourself in the top 5. You know, and Fields' top 5, it's in no particular order, but it includes Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Jackson himself, and Steve Young.
Well, Steve Young's above all of them. Then, of course, you have Randall Cunningham. You have Randall Cunningham from back in the day, but Steve Young proved to be a dual threat.
Yes.
Now, where is it? Here is how I describe Justin Fields' season, even given the 1,043 rushing yards. In 4, I can describe the Bears' problems, and you've watched Snowman in the Morning. You've watched the Brian Snow Show. You know I've harped on this. My NFL insiders have harped on this. In 4 words, there's no offensive line. Period.
Exactly.
I mean, the best way you can describe the offensive line for the Bears, they're making it up as they go along.
Right, and that's the fear, right? Is that he'll get swallowed up by a defense.
You know, I just waiting for the day that Justin Fields goes up to the Bears brass and says,
"That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more."
And wants out. I'm waiting for that day where he finally takes charge of his team, looks them all in the eye, and says,
"You know what? That makes me mad."
With their play. Period.
Mhm.
I mean, you'd get. Listen, I know a lot of Bears fans have come after me over the course of the couple of months. Of course, I did my draft special, and the Bears get drafted an offensive lineman, but they didn't fix the rest of it. Listen, the Bears don't have an offensive line. Period. Okay, just
Mhm.
deal with it. Until you fix that, you're not going to go anywhere. And remember,
The truth shall make you free.
I
Yeah,
knew you'd get a kick out of that.
it's gonna be tough for Justin Fields. There's gonna be a lot of rough days,
Mhm.
challenging times for him with no offensive line because he doesn't really have that wall to protect him, which is why he has to be as mobile as he was last season. And
Mhm.
his mobility, as we all saw, it was on display, was a big part of the Bears' offense. He had to run for his life on numerous plays. He had to extend plays, and he could do that because he has the nifty footwork to do that.
Mhm.
But the big fear is that he can get injured,
Yeah.
and you want to protect your star quarterback for the foreseeable future. That's the same situation with Josh Allen. The only difference with Josh Allen, though, he has a more consistent offensive line. He has solid help up front. That's the difference.
Man, Josh, another big difference. Josh Allen has weapons.
He has weapons, exactly. But the reason why I'm using him as a comparison is because Josh Allen likes to run too, and he likes to put his body on the line, and that kind of stuff can be scary, and it can prove to be a bit. It can prove to be a bit of a risk hazard, moving forward because you have a little bit of concern. There's a level of concern that your quarterback can get seriously hurt that way, or that it could be wear and tear on both of those guys' body. And that's what I would be worrying about if I'm a Bears fan or if I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, because those guys like to run for it. And all it takes is that one nasty hit, and boom, that can be career threatening.
Aeneas Williams versus Steve Young, 1999. Monday Night Football. Steve Young dropped back to pass. No one picked up Aeneas Williams, and Blowie. Steve Young's career is over.
Exactly.
One hit,
wrong hit.
One wrong hit. Exactly. One
vicious hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I mean, your whole career could be up in the air.
It's gone.
So that's the thing that you got to worry about with Justin Fields, and they got to do a better job to get
Tua Tagovailoa.
Right.
That tell you anything? Tua Tagovailoa.
Right. Exactly. What he suffered 3 concussions in the same season?
14 weeks. Not even a full season. In 14
See, that's brutal. That's brutal. And then that just shows you how violent this game of football is.
Mm-hmm.
And we often take these players for granted, but it's a violent sport. I understand these guys know what they sign up for, but at the end of the day, they're not robots, they're humans. And we saw that with the Hamlin scare.
Damar Hamlin. Mm-hmm.
Damar Hamlin, right. When he suffered cardiac arrest and was down on the field, that was frightening to all of us, So football is a dangerous sport. It's a dangerous game these guys are playing, and that's just the nature of the game, and those guys know that. But man, Justin Fields, man, hey, it's great to have a lot of confidence in yourself. He obviously has a lot of confidence in himself, and that's somebody you want around in your locker room. You want somebody that believes in themselves. So he definitely believes. Justin Fields is a big part of the future there, but again, you got to address the needs on that offensive line if you want to have a chance to win, and more importantly, you got to protect him.
Mm-hmm. You have to. You have to.
Exactly.
Now, you have and I'm from Chicago, but I've never liked the Bears because they always mess up great teams. And it winds up being one big after another. I'll say it again. It just winds up being one big after another, after another, after another, and they blow up good teams. 1985, anyone? Good lord.
Yep. They blow up good teams. They have fire sales, and the fans are waiting eagerly and patiently every year for a miracle to happen, and it just doesn't go their way.
And all I can think of are the next two words.
That's terrible.
When it comes to that.
That's great. That's awesome. I love that. Well, my friend, we're about to get into the NBA. We're about to dive into that.
All right.
Next topic here is here's a good one. Here's one you'll like, Snowman. Best fit for James Harden. People are saying the Clippers. And guess what? I will tell you this. He's not going to win with the Clippers. He's not going to win anything with the Clippers. I mean, you might as well stay where you are.
Once again,
you might as well keep your ass in Philadelphia. You got a better chance there than you do with the Clippers. And that's not me being a homer. That's not me being
I know.
It's just me keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. You want to take your ass to the Clippers? People are out here saying he will fit well with the Clippers because he will have a reunion with Russell Westbrook. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Both of these guys are not built for the playoffs, okay? Both of them are not. Every year, James Harden performs a choke job in the playoffs, and this guy goes completely AWOL.
Mm-hmm. Once again, this is I'm folks. For those of you that are new to this show and are new to me, y'all know whenever I come on as a guest, I have some things handy. And I have to pick the right sound to fit the right situation. And I know Jonathan is trying to keep a straight face, but he's not going to keep a straight face when I do this to describe James Harden.
Oh, man. That's perfect to describe him.
Find the lie. Find the lie.
Oh, man. I mean, I get it. Those two played well together when they were younger. They played well together. But these are two guys that have to have the ball in their hands. They're both ball dominant, right?
Ball hogs.
And I just I don't think at this stage of their career, it's not going to work. Like, it's just going to blow up in their faces, and everyone's going to be unhappy. And, you know, you look at the Clippers. The Clippers are already a hot mess. They're a team. They are a team that believe in load management and all this other crap. You already have two freaking superstars over there. Yes, by the name of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Both of them have shown that they cannot show up, that they do not show up in the playoffs. And now you want to turn to another guy that does not show up in the playoffs. What the hell are you doing? You want to commit to James Harden? That is a terrible fit. Look, I'm going to say this. Wherever James Harden goes, he might as well just keep his ass in Philly because everywhere he goes right about now, he is a terrible fit. He is going to sabotage that locker room wherever he goes.
Yep.
He's going to go into that locker room and kill the morale. He's going to destroy team chemistry. It's not going to feel like the same vibe in the room. when he's there. And that's been the problem everywhere he's been. What I don't like about James Harden, and I understand that he could fill up the stat sheet during the regular season, no problem. I mean, the guy's won scoring titles. He's put up big numbers during the regular season. But what does he do in the playoffs? He does not produce in the big moments. He folds under pressure. This guy chokes on applesauce in the big games. You know, so I'm not committing to him. I don't know where he fits other than Philly. I think Philly is the perfect fit for him. I think he needs to keep his butt still and stay in Philly.
And even that is called into question because of who's in charge. Even that's called into question. If I were the Clippers, I'd be thinking two things about James Harden coming to the Clippers.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
And I'd also be
dare you?
And I'd also be thinking,
Oh, hell no! Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got him.
Look, Snowman, I'm gonna tell you this. You would have 4 ball dominant players, right? One who doesn't talk, one who doesn't say much. That is Kawhi Leonard. Of course. I mean, dude doesn't say much. And then you got 2 malcontents. I mean, really?
Malcontents. Yep.
I really, this is what you're gonna put on your roster? This is what you call building a championship team? If the Clippers do that, their general manager need to be fired.
Bruh.
He need to be fired.
Bruh.
I'm telling you, bro, he needs to go. If they put those 4 together,
they need to go.
Everyone needs to be fired. Everyone deserves to lose their job. Even Steve Ballmer may actually need to fire himself.
Now, folks, I'm going to warn you again. I know I'm going to make Jonathan laugh out loud with what I'm about to play for y'all. Every Clipper fan who got wind of, and he's already giggling because he knows I'm up to something crazy. Every Clipper fan who got wind of James Harden, wanting to come to your team should have been thinking 3 words and 3 words only.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know why you want to try to build a team around 2 inefficient has-beens. I just don't get it. I don't understand that. I mean, Snowman, we're talking about this. We've been on this for a few minutes now. Mm-hmm. Well, what is the best fit? Where is your best fit for James Harden? Where you think he ends up?
Hang him up. Walk away.
He's not walking away.
I know, but
these guys don't want to give it up. They're stubborn.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. There's your answer. If I were a Clippers fan, let me get this button here. If I were a Clippers fan, I'd be thinking,
you golden blank, stupid black, skeleton, and blinking black punk are you trying to do? Of all that low dirty.
I mean, I think because they would have to trade for James Harden.
Oh, yeah.
So anyone who trades for him, they would have to give up a lot to get him, and that would only set their franchise back.
About 10 years.
Exactly. That's a decade-long setback.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do it? Why would you put your team
Why would you risk assets to do that?
Exactly.
Why would you risk assets to set your team back 10 years?
It's not like you're going to win anything. You're not going to win anything with James Harden. James Harden has proved time and time again that he is not a playoff performer.
He sure isn't.
He chokes. He disappears.
Mm-hmm.
He disappears under the bright lights. He can't handle the big stage. It's not for him. It's not something he handles too well.
You ready for this one?
Yes.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready.
All right. Hold
Give
on.
it to me. Give it to me. Oh man. Hey, this show is priceless. I'm gonna have you back on. Because this
You got it.
This
You
has
got it.
been incredible.
Oh, you can.
That's what you're doing to you. That's what they're doing to the
NBA weirdness, man. I tell you, NBA weirdness at its finest if something this happens. I mean, there's no expectations in Clipper Nation.
Mm-mm. And they're supposed to get a new arena.
And Houston, definitely, he even said it himself he doesn't want to go back to Houston. And if I'm the Rockets, I don't want any parts of it.
I don't want any parts either.
Because you know why? We got a bright future ahead of us. Mm-hmm. We got Jalen Green. We got a defensive-minded head coach that we hired in the offseason. Mm-hmm. We got great things going for us over there. We got a young nucleus. We keep those guys together. We're building something great over here in Houston.
Absolutely special.
They had a top draft pick, one of the top draft picks. Houston will be just fine. They don't need James Harden. Harden, if you put James Harden on that team, if you plug him into that offense, all he's gonna do is over dribble. He's gonna dribble the ball more than he needs to, and he's gonna jack up a lot of shots, and he's gonna miss them damn shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Basically, James Harden back in Houston would equal.
Houston, we have a problem.
Big problem. If he can.
A big problem.
Matter of fact, let me give you this one too. This if James Harden ever showed his face in Houston and was a part of that roster, it would end up like this.
But in all seriousness, though, where do you think he gets traded to?
I don't care.
I'm hearing the Phoenix Suns is a team to watch out for. It will be fascinating to watch if they make them. I mean, I'm hearing all these damn, stories about it.
Stop. Hold up. Stop.
It's ridiculous.
Stop. Hold up. He says, hold the phone. Stop. Penalty flag on the field. The Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns already hit lack depth. Who are they going to trade to get them? If they do that.
Suns.
The Phoenix Suns.
Stay off the weed.
I really didn't want to play that one, but
my buddy Dylan here says Rockets, Pacers, and Suns are my free agency winners. He wants to get into free agency winners.
Once again.
Stay off the weed.
No, Snowman. I got one for you, and you're going to tell me the same thing. You're going to tell me to stay off the weed, even though I don't smoke weed at all, but you're going to still tell me to stay off the weed because I'm going to tell you who's the big winners in this year's free agency. And you might even leave the set after you hear this. I'm just warning you. I'm giving you a fair warning because I think the Los Angeles Lakers are this year's free agency winners. Which will lead us to our next topic after that. Tell me why. Okay. Tell me why the Lakers are not free agency winners. He laughing so hard. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure to you that's painfully hilarious, right? That those words would even come out of my mouth, that I would say such a thing, huh? How dare you have the audacity to say the Lakers are free agency winners? I know that's what you're thinking in your mind right now.
Actually, what I'm thinking is this, and I use my partner's words.
Kendrick Perkins, let me see if I could put this in a succinct way. Oh, yeah. You tripping.
Right now, If y'all think Jonathan's laughing now, wait about 30 seconds. If you think the Lakers are oh God. All right. I'm not going to be able to stop laughing. I know this now. But you know what the Lakers are thinking in terms of free agency?
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
I don't know if you could classify them as the generals. I mean, that's speaking.
But see, that's what they're thinking though. But see, that's what, and I know that's your team, but that's what they're thinking. And I'm spinning a little humor in. I'm spinning a lot of humor into this, but I gotta.
What in the all types of blue hell
are you thinking? I gotta. I couldn't help.
Well, they re-signed Austin Reeves, which was a plus because Austin Reeves was a huge part of their success.
True.
Postseason. So
True.
that was a great signing. They didn't let him walk.
Mhm.
They made him a top priority to bring him back. They actually got him on a steal because he could have actually gotten more money someplace else. But
Yeah.
I think realistically he wanted to be a Laker. He saw the opportunity to stay here in LA. And so he re-signed with the Lakers. So that's a deal that got done. You signed Gabe Vincent, who went off with the Miami Heat in the playoffs as well.
Yep. Finals.
He was making shots. He was huge for them in the playoffs, and so I like that signing. I thought that was a grade A signing for the Lakers as well. I think the key for the Lakers is keeping LeBron and AD healthy. I think that's the key for the Lakers. Will they be able to stay healthy? They got the supporting cast around them now.
Why are you?
You got guys that can shoot. You got guys that can make shots.
John, I love you. I love you dearly. But why are you going to make me play this aloud? Why are you messing with me?
I just feel like the Lakers won free agency.
I know.
I just.
Why are you messing with me?
I just feel the Lakers.
I'm kidding.
I know, but I feel like they came away with a grade A. They got an A on their report card for off season because they definitely made some moves and they kept mostly everybody together and then added some pieces as well. So I like it.
Jonathan set me up. Jonathan set me up with this free agent talk so he can give me one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and this. See, he did all that to me, and I'm just looking at him going,
Really?
and I will see. It's just. He hit me with all of that because we start talking Lakers and he gets powered up and then eats all the opinions up. And then we go to intermission. See, one more before we move on, and I'm hoping I can get away. I'm hoping I can get away with this joke. See, when we started talking free agency, Jonathan had this wicked smile on his face. Says, "Yeah, I got him now," and all I could think of was,
And here we go.
I'm gonna say it like this though. I really truly believe it, and in fairness, I truly believe the Lakers have done a very solid job this offseason. Like I said,
but the
adding
question
Gabe Vincent,
have they done enough?
Cam Reddish. I like Cam Reddish too. Let me tell you why. Because I think this is going to be a make or break for Cam Reddish. The reason I say that is because Cam Reddish now has a coach that is good with with helping the development of players.
Right.
I'm talking about Phil Handy. Now, Phil
Right.
Handy can unlock his potential and turn things around for him.
Yeah.
So I really like that Cam Reddish is now on this Lakers team where he can work with Phil Handy. Phil Handy can help him get to where he possibly want to be. And I'll tell you this: if Cam Reddish doesn't produce with the Lakers, or if he doesn't play up to his standards,
He's gone.
then yeah, it's it for him, man. He might want to even leave the NBA if it don't work out with the Lakers, because like I said, he has Phil Handy, who can take him under his wings, who can, show him the ropes and help him develop his game over time. So that's why I like that move. And then I also like Hachimura. I mean, Hachimura, man, he made some.
Rui Hachimura was big.
He made some big buckets in the playoffs. So I think that was a great re-signing as well. And then Vincent, man, he started every game for the Heat in the playoffs during their run to the NBA Finals, and was essential as an operator in the pick and rolls.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Lakers, man, they could be very effective in the pick and rolls with AD on the floor if AD can stay healthy.
Need to get them to gel. That's
So-
the only thing missing. You got to get them to gel.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So that's why I like the Lakers. Now Russell, D'Angelo Russell coming back, I was like, whatever with that one, because D'Angelo Russell, to me, he's a hit or miss. He's too inconsistent. You don't know what you're gonna get on a nightly basis from him. Some nights you might get 30 points from him. Other nights you might get 5 points. That's just how D'Angelo Russell is. So I don't know how I really felt about them bringing back D'Angelo Russell, but
it's going to be a matter of if and when they gel. That's the Lakers made a lot of good moves. All right, let's not get it twisted. They've made a lot of good moves. The trick is getting them to gel. That's a trick. Getting them to gel and getting them to gel early, because you don't want to put on a mad dash as they did at the tail end of last year just to get into the playoffs. Now they had a magical run when they got when they got to the playoffs, but as Playmaker just said, to be the champs, you got to unseat the champs, and the champs are in Denver, Colorado.
Yep. And Denver, I mean, they brought back all their players. All their players are returning next season, except for one. Bruce Brown was the only one who was a free agent, and he signed with the Indiana Pacers. So
he signed with but see, Denver is fully loaded.
Denver is fully loaded, and Denver and you got players on that team that can really weaponize the offense. And we saw that last season with, of course, Jokic. I mean, it's gonna be hard getting through those guys. Jamal Murray, who came back from a devastating injury. What an inspiration he was.
KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yep, former Laker. So I mean, they got guys that can score. Even Porter, Michael Porter Jr. Jr. Step up, and be big as well. And I feel like everyone on that Denver Nuggets team knows their role and embrace their role and know what is expected of them.
The best part about the Denver Nuggets, they are deep. They are
very, very deep. And another great thing about the Denver Nuggets, they put defense first.
Exactly. The last 3 games of the World Championship Series. Thank you, Clarence, so very much. The last 3 games of the World Championship Series, they held Miami under 100 points. The last 3 games of the World Championship Series, they held the Miami Heat, a defensive-minded team, under 100 points. They held them under 100 points.
And that's what makes them an all-around team, because they're so effective on both ends of the floor. And that's why they were crowned NBA champions.
That's why they won it. and want it going away. To be the champs, you have to unseat the champs, and they're in Denver, Colorado right now.
Yep. But now we're gonna get into our next topic, and now we're gonna stay with the Lakers. We're gonna stay with the Lakers. And the question I have,
Who is that?
I'll let you go first here. The question I have for you is this, my friend.
Oh boy.
Should the Lakers, hear me out, should the Lakers extend AD? Oh, God, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Oh, man. What you're basically saying there is that's real loony right there. That's real loony. Oh, man, that's some lunacy, huh? Oh, man.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Holy on smoke!
What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts?
What the are you gonna ask me that question for? And I'm joking as I do this. What
Man.
what's wrong with you?
Samuel L. Jackson. He went Samuel L. Jackson right there, man. Oh, God, man. Hey, I don't know. I think this ranks up there with one of the best shows that I've ever done. It's probably one of the most entertaining shows
It's such
that
an
I've ever
honor to
put
hang
out
with
there,
you.
courtesy of the Snowman.
Wait. I got a few more in the chamber. Okay.
Oh, man.
Wait.
But seriously, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? I'm kind of hesitant. Well, we need more than the Looney Tunes music. We need some words. We need you to tell us.
I'm giving you the words. Hell no to the no.
Okay, but why?
This is his 12th season. He has yet to play a full season in the NBA. He is very injury prone. He's playing out of position, and except for the series against Golden State, he got beat up, he got beat, and he got beat to the hole. Next question.
Exactly my thoughts, and you took all the words out of my mouth. Yeah, you're right. The man is made of glass. I call him the glass man. Anthony Davis can be one of the most dominant big men in this league. Do you know how dominant he can really be with his physique, with his size, with his height, and with his wingspan? I mean, he could be really dominant if he really wanted to be. Yeah. But he's too damn brittle. Mm-hmm. He's too damn fragile.
Correct.
And he is soft at times. And there's times that he come across as being soft.
Very.
I see it in this game.
Very.
I mean, and then he wants to settle for all these jump shots and attempt all these ridiculous shots. Dude, establish a post game. Be more effective inside the painting area.
Thank you.
Dominate the painting area. You should be dunking over these people. Or
Why was LeBron taking the last shot against Denver in Game 4 when you had Anthony Davis camped under the bucket? You know what Denver was going to do defensively. They were going to, let me echo the words of the late great Jim Durham. They were going to send a posse after him. They were going to send a posse after him. You give him a 1-year prove it to me contract that you can play all 82 games. If you don't play all 82 games, see you later.
But that's the thing. He's not capable of playing a full season. He has shown that he is not the guy that you can depend on.
Right.
For an 82-game season.
Absolutely right.
Because health is always a concern with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm telling you, every time the man crashes to the floor, I'm holding my collective breath, hoping that he gets up and that he's okay.
Well, who isn't holding their collective breath?
Exactly.
Who isn't
because
holding
we've seen the movie so many times.
I mean,
we almost know what to expect.
2021, first round against Phoenix. He goes down 4 different times, and all 4 times he didn't get up. The last time came in the closeout game against Phoenix, game 6. And that was that for him.
Exactly.
You give him a 1-year contract. You put a second year in there as an option, and the only way that kicks in is if you play all 82 games.
Exactly, and we're always seeing the man in street clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he dresses to impress.
He lives in street clothes.
Exactly. He dressed to impress. He looked. I mean, he makes a fashion statement every time he's sitting on the sideline. But I mean, you chose the wrong field. Maybe you should have became a supermodel instead of an NBA player if you're going to spend more time impressing us with your designer brand clothing and not suiting up to be on the floor when your team really needs you out there.
Exactly.
You know, so I'm hesitant on giving him the extension if I'm the Lakers. If I'm the Lakers, I would think twice about this. And I wouldn't give him the extension until he shows that, like Big Baby says here in this comment, till he shows that he can stay healthy.
Exactly.
For a full couple of years. Not just one season, but a couple of seasons.
2 seasons.
He's got to show that he can stay healthy.
You play 2 full seasons healthy.
If he can't, I got to move on from him because what are we going to do when LeBron says, okay, I'm out now. I'm going to hang it up. I'm retiring for good.
Yep.
That's why they brought Anthony Davis to LA, because Anthony Davis is the guy that LeBron is supposed to pass the torch to, and Anthony Davis is supposed to be the superstar that the Lakers can build around in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
But how can you build around someone that's injury prone and that's not there, and that's always absent? You can't
build around someone who's not there.
Exactly.
Simply put,
I don't think I would, invest $1 in him.
Nope.
I wouldn't.
Give him a 1-year deal to prove. Give him a 1-year deal. Put a second year as an option.
Exactly.
And times you got to play all 82 games. And
because I know his history.
Mm-hmm.
I know his history.
Yep.
I know that
And you're not banking on that history either to pay him.
Exactly. So I'm not banking on him to be that guy that I build around.
Exactly. I'm not banking on that either.
So I think we're both in agreement here on this.
Yep.
Well, Snowman, we reached the end of the show, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to, I know most people know who you are, but talk about yourself. Tell everyone where they can find you and all that good stuff. And man, again, it's been awesome show. It's been a blast tonight.
It's been a pleasure and an honor to hang out with you tonight. Snowman Multimedia is where you all can find me, especially on YouTube, because that channel is beginning to grow, just as the Sports Judges channel is beginning to grow. And I want y'all to do me a favor. There is a project that I'm heading up, and my beautiful wife is helping me. It's called the Snow Strong Stadium Tour, where I want to visit every stadium in the country, but there is a threefold purpose. The first one is for my family, of course. The threefold purpose for the fundraising. The first one is for my family, so I can help get them back on their feet, because I've lost 2 years worth of work because of my health problems, which leads to the second purpose, and that's to help patients and make it. I want to donate money to cancer research, because as most of you know, I battle pancreatic cancer, stage 4 and 1, and I'm now in remission. And now the thing is to maintain that status. And if I can make an impact on that community, that would be awesome. And I really want to do that. And the third purpose also is something very, very dear to me. I have recently talked to quite a few men who have gone through hell. And it just seems like they have been forgotten by the world and forgotten by this country. And I'm not just talking about military men. I'm talking about regular men who fell on hard times and have tried to get back up, and they haven't had success in getting back up. And because society has wanted to always push them back down, always want to point a finger at them and say, "Ha ha, you can't do this." And I want to be one of the spearheads saying, "Yes, we can." So all three of those purposes are very, very dear to me. And I'm hoping to have the fundraising link out tomorrow, if not by Monday, to really, really get this thing going.
And guys, make sure you guys follow the Snowman and make sure you guys get that link. And when he does share that link and post it up, I will share that link as well. That sounds like a great fundraiser. That's a great thing that you're doing there. We need more people like you in this world that inspire others through not only their work, but through their generosity and their kindness and their ability to use their platforms in a responsible manner to help others and reach out to others who are in need and who may need uplifting. And that's good. That's very, very good of you, Snowman. That's a great gesture. I love that. And so we will make sure we will get that link out there, and I will help spread the word. And I will also share that link in multiple places and use my platform successfully to be a voice and to make sure our voices are amplified as well, because that's a great deed. That's a wonderful thing that you got going on there. And, you're going to be very, very successful with it. And prayers to you, my friend. I know you've been through a lot health-wise, but it's great to see that you're doing well. It's great to see that you're back doing what you truly love, and that's podcasting. And let me tell you something, my friend. You have really inspired me with your work and with your intelligence. It's just wonderful to watch you and to see how you touch the lives of many, including myself, and how you keep pushing me to keep going. You're always pushing me to keep going. And, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Rome wasn't built overnight. It's been an incredible journey, but at times it's rough. But, sometimes we need to be reminded by people like yourself that we can never give up, that we got to continue to push forward. And we got to tell ourselves, and we got to train our minds that giving up is not an option, that we must keep going, and that we got to make the sacrifices, and that we got to stay focused, because broken focus, like I said this morning, is a dream killer. And it will, take away from what you really are truly trying to accomplish. So we got to always be focused. We always got to have that mindset that we can do anything, because we truly can. And Snowman, you are the epitome of that. And I just want to thank you.
Thank you.
And once again, thank you for joining me tonight and being on the show.
My pleasure and my honor. I will come back whenever you want me to come back. It has been a pleasure. I'm humbled and honored to be on your show tonight, sir.
Thank you. And to everyone who tuned in tonight, thank you guys so much for being here. I know there's many choices out there. There's a lot of shows and great content out there, but I thank you guys for taking the time out of your night to watch this show, and thank you for joining me as Snowman. Till next time, you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday to you all. Have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll talk very soon. For the Snowman and myself, this has been another episode of Speaking with Judgment, hosted by the Sports Judge. Talk to you guys very soon.